All the demons will be gone from this world, and so will your patterns.
So these will be gone?
Yes, those will be gone.
After Gwi-Ma's defeat and restoring balance to the Hunmoon, Huntrix concluded their story with a single mystery left unsolved. K-pop Demon Hunters tells a complete story, and it doesn't shy away from the most minuscule details, from the talisman on Huntrix's costumes to the freckles on Zoey's face when she isn't wearing makeup. The film's painstaking dedication to detail makes unanswered questions feel like a glaring hole in the plot, but it's more likely that the mystery remains to create anticipation for future projects. Of course, I'm talking about the mystery involving Rumi's parents and what happened to them. While we might know that Rumi's mother is a late Sunlight sister, her demon father remains a total mystery. In today's video, I'll speculate which demon Rumi might have come from and what their past might have been.
You're a demon, just like me. All we get to do is live with our pain.
Number 1. Gwi-Ma. If you're a huge fan of K-pop Demon Hunters, then you've definitely heard the Gwi-Ma and Rumi theory. It's by far the most popular one circulating in the fandom, and it has inspired countless fan art and stories. It's more than just fun and speculation, there is plenty of evidence to back it up too. Many fans like the theory because Rumi's father is a narrative blank spot. There's very little in the canon materials that disproves the theory, which makes Gwi-Ma the most viable candidate. We meet very few demons throughout the film, and if Rumi's father was one of the Saja boys, I think they might have inadvertently given away their identity. The other evidence supporting this theory is provided throughout the film itself. Celine doesn't mention Rumi's father by name, and she's visibly afraid of Rumi when she succumbs to her demonic side. Celine views Rumi as a daughter, yet she can't bring herself to look her in the eye. That's genuine terror, and most of the demons we see throughout the film aren't that intimidating. Most of the time, Huntrix defeats them while discussing song lyrics or sharing jokes. I know we don't get to see Celine fight, but I assume she's equally skilled as Huntrix, if not better. The only demon I could imagine making her cower in fear is Gwi-Ma himself. Then there's the matter of Rumi's markings. Gwi-Ma's markings help him stay in contact with every demon under his control. We witness this connection through Jinu's perspective, as Gwi-Ma can replay his memories, see through his eyes, and speak to him telepathically. When Jinu does something he doesn't like, he forcefully drags him back to the demon realm where they can talk face to face. However, Gwi-Ma admits that Rumi is a demon that he doesn't have a connection with, despite her having markings. As far as we know, humans become demons after making a bad deal with Gwi-Ma, but Rumi made no such deal. Demonic markings don't seem like a hereditary condition, or something that a child should inherit unless they were related to Gwi-Ma himself. The film also forgoes telling us about the Sunlight sisters, how they turned the Hunmoon golden, and what led Rumi's mother to fall in love with a demon. It's entirely possible that they had their own run-in with Gwi-Ma, and that the experience destroyed their group forever.
I can't.
And now, everyone finally sees you for what you really are.
Number 2. Another high-ranking demon. If not Gwi-Ma himself, then Rumi's father might be another high-ranking demon whom we didn't get the chance to meet. There's some evidence that points to different types of demons existing in Gwi-Ma's realm, so it only stands to reason that he would elevate some above others. It's also possible that certain demons could earn his favor, gaining a comfortable position in their society. If Jinu remained loyal and didn't betray Gwi-Ma in the end, I suspect he would have risen in the ranks. As I already said, many of the demons throughout the film didn't seem very competent. Huntrix defeated them with ease so long as they worked together, and many of the demons knew very little about humans or modern society. I'm not sure why Gwi-Ma sent such an unknowledgeable group to hijack Huntrix's plane, but maybe it's because his last high-ranking official lost his trust after falling in love with a human during his last mission. I'm just saying, if you're someone who wants to take over the world, why send henchmen to do your dirty work if you have a perfectly capable second-in-command to do it instead? It could create an interesting conflict between Rumi and Gwi-Ma if she were the daughter of his former confidant and friend.
You're a demon. Demons don't feel anything.
Is that what you think? That's all demons do.
Number 3. A human-turned-demon. Every piece of media that utilizes demons does so in a different way from the last. It's certainly up to the interpretation of the creator, and K-pop Demon Hunters took a more sympathetic approach to demons in their creation. Sure, some people might come to Gwi-Ma because they made monstrous choices in life, but others made deals with them out of desperation, which sealed their fates before they had the opportunity to redeem themselves. In other words, they make a fatal mistake that dooms their souls for eternity. Take Jinu for instance. Gwi-Ma helped him leave a life of poverty behind, but in doing so he abandoned his mother and sister. Jinu's desperation gave way to greed, a sin that Gwi-Ma was more than happy to cash in on once Jinu got comfortable in the palace. Jinwoo then spent centuries inside the demon realm, where his hatred for Gwi-Ma continued to grow. I'll admit that his decision to trade humanity's safety for his personal freedom is an incredibly selfish bargain to make, but in the end, Jinwoo decides to help Huntrix. The point being, Jinwoo remained a complex character with conflicting motivations and desires. Part of him wanted to make up for his past mistake, and even though he can't go back in time to save his family, he does earn his redemption. All of this to say, not all demons that serve Gwi-Ma are inherently evil. Some of them remain trapped by their greatest shame, but they might jump at the chance to escape and help defeat their captor. Rumi's father could have been one of these demons, someone that her mother might have felt sympathy for and tried to help. Unfortunately, their attempts at helping him escape Gwi-Ma might have cost them their lives.
And I was condemned to the demon world, prisoner of Gwi-Ma for all eternity.
Number 4. A reformed demon. While Jinwoo redeemed himself after meeting Huntrix and witnessing them come together to fight Gwi-Ma despite the odds stacked against them, it doesn't mean that every demon needs that extra push to defect from Gwi-Ma and escape his control. During the final battle, Jinwoo tells Rumi that she helped set him free by helping him reconnect with his soul. I assume this is because she helped him reconnect with his humanity. She also gave him the space to accept his mistakes and move past them. Jinwoo explains that Gwi-Ma uses someone's shame and guilt to control them. He will force them to relive their worst moments in life, a form of psychological torture, until they succumb to his rule. Most of the demons we see throughout the film, predominantly in the demon realm, fear Gwi-Ma and hesitate to speak out of turn. Supposedly, if they learn to accept their past mistakes without being consumed by negative emotions, then Gwi-Ma would have little control over them. He might whisper in their ear, but they don't have to listen. One of these reformed demons could have slipped through the cracks in the Honmoon and started living among humans. Naturally, they wouldn't want to start trouble or bring unwanted attention to themselves, but if fate brought them face to face with the Sunlight Sisters, then they would be out of luck. Rumi's father might have convinced the Sunlight Sisters to let him go in return for his help in the fight against Gwi-Ma.
Let me guess. They got away again.
Number 5. Jinwoo. I bet this is the last person you expected to see on this list. In the final film, Rumi and Jinwoo bond over a shared connection and mutual understanding. While they don't get the chance to have a complete romance, it's clear that their story would have led there had Jinwoo survived his final encounter with Gwi-Ma. So how do we go from love interests to father and daughter? It all comes from concept art and scrap storylines, which have started to appear online now that the final film is breaking records on Netflix. The deleted scenes show Rumi's father welcoming her into the world and gifting her with a small flower, which enhances her powers, much like Jinwoo's soul does in the final cut of the film. Likewise, the concept art depicts Rumi's parents caring for her as a baby, and they appear to be a very happy and loving family. Her father's design, although not an exact match for Jinwoo, shares several similar features such as their hairstyle and clothing. It's possible their earliest concepts were the same, but they decided to give Rumi a love interest instead of a long-lost parent.
What makes you think the Honmoon can save a guy like me?
A guy who tried to help his family?
Did that last option shock you? Me too. The deleted scenes and scrapped content from the film completely changed the context behind K-pop demon hunters. While I don't think the sequel will hit us with that Jinwoo twist, the other 4 demons do seem like viable options. Most fans believe that Gwi-Ma will turn out to be Rumi's father, but if he's not, I'm a huge fan of Rumi's father being a demon who desperately clings to his humanity. Narratively, it would be nice to have the romance behind Rumi's parents parallel to the one she nearly had in the first film. Do you agree with this list? Do you have an opposing theory? Let us know in the comments.
No, I know your story. You were a good person and you still are. You just made a mistake.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Well done. Ready to forget it all? Good.